Alright. Shapar, change horn. Yayan, which means wine. La Yasha'ala, which means to Israel. Shapar again, which means horn. Come. Alright, Imagine, Sarah Panyahakadam, trying to face the east. Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Godad, Hayah, Shabkat, Yahweh, Rakaka, Tabah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Asher, Barataza, Kawah, Hayah, Bashmayim, Nathanaw, Lakam, Kal, Yuam, Masalakanaw, Kawatnaw, Kaslaknaw, Kawakinaw, Wala'ah, Tabi'ayanaw, Bana Sayawan, Above, Haushana, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Ha'ala, Tapara, Lawalamya, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Salakia. You said that's what? First Chronicles, Second Chronicles.
We're going to start at 2 Chronicles chapter 35, verse 2. Starting at verse 2.
2 Chronicles 35, verse 2. So this is 30. We're going to do it in English today. We're kind of pressed for time. Shucks. What the fuck? 35, verse 2. And this is verse 2. And he set the priests in their charges and encouraged them to the service of the house of the Most High. And said unto the Levites that taught all Israel, which were holy unto the Most High, put the holy ark in the house which Solomon the son of David, king of Israel, did build. It shall not be a burden upon your shoulders. Serve now the Most High your power and his people Israel. And prepare yourselves by the houses of your fathers after your courses, according to the writing of David, king of Israel, and according to the writing of Solomon his son. Because they're rekeeping the Passover now, so he has to give the Levites their jobs back because our people wasn't keeping the law. So this wasn't being done. 5, and started in the holy place according to the divisions of the families of the fathers of your brethren, the people, and after the division of the families of the Levites. 6, so kill the Passover and sanctify yourselves, and prepare your brethren, that they may do according to the word of the Most High by the hand of Moses. And Josiah gave to the people of the flock lambs and kids, all for the Passover offerings, for all that were present, to the number of 30,000 and 3,000 bullocks. These were of the king's substance. 8, and his princes gave willingly unto the people, to the priests, and to the Levites, Helkiah and Zechariah and Jehiel, rulers of the house of the power, gave unto the priests for the Passover offerings 2,600 small cattle and 300 oxen. Okay, and now this is basically here. This is Josiah. Yeah, this is the brother who was the 8-year-old king. Show another one. Slack Yeah, come, sir. So basically, this is the 8-year-old brother who eventually became king, so on and so forth. This food coming, right? Yeah, come, so I'm good. Come, the water. Oh, Salaki, sir. Just so you know, we have no hazelnut creamer in here. All right, come. So basically, this brother was an 8-year-old king. Under the guidance of the high priest of his time, who basically raised him, he was able to understand the law and keep the law righteously. So we're going to continue on, verse 9. Conaniah, also and Shemaiah and Nathaniel and his brethren and Hashabai, Baiah and Jehiel And Joshabad, chief of the Levites, gave unto the Levites for Passover offerings 5,000 small cattle and 500 oxen. So the service was prepared, and the priests stood in their place, and the Levites in their courses, according to the king's commandment. And they killed the Passover, and the priests sprinkled the blood from their hands, and the Levites flayed them. 12, and they removed the burnt offerings that they might give according to the divisions of the families of the people to offer unto the Most High, as it is written in the book of Moses. So they did with the oxen. 13, and they roasted the Passover with fire according to the ordinance, but the other holy offerings sod they in pots and in cauldrons and in pans, and divided them speedily among the people. And afterward they made ready for themselves and for the priests, because the priests, the sons of Aaron, were busied in offering of burnt offerings and the fat until night. Therefore the Levites prepared for themselves and for the priests, the sons of Aaron. Meaning what? After they were done cooking everybody else's Passover so that they could enjoy the Passover, somebody had to sit there and do them. "15, and the singers, the sons of Asaph, were in their place according to the commandment of David, and Asaph, and Heman, and Jeduthun, and the king's seers. And the porters waited at every gate. They might not depart from their service, for their brethren the Levites prepared for them." So as you're seeing how the temple was reorganized and how everything that David set up was put back in order. Which lets you know what? Okay, for time's sake, I'm going to give it to you. It lets you know full on that we keep the traditions of old no matter how much time has passed. Between Josiah and David is probably a few centuries. Letting you know that what's called whatever is put in stone should always be kept in stone. Why is that important? Because you see people that go on to betray this holy place go on to create their own traditions, and that's not possible, nor is it correct in the eyes of the Most High. You keep the traditions of old. Okay, now 16. So all the service of the Most High was prepared the same day to keep the Passover. Oh damn, we taking good time. And to offer burnt offerings upon the altar of the Most High, according to the commandment of Josiah. And the children of Israel that were present kept the Passover at that time, in the feast of unleavened bread, 7 days. And there was no Passover like that kept in Israel from the days of Samuel the prophet. Neither did all the kings of Israel keep such a Passover as Josiah kept, and the priests and the Levites, and all Judah and Israel that were present, and the inhabitants of Jerusalem. In the 18th year of the reign of Josiah was this Passover kept. After all this, when Josiah had prepared the temple, Necho, king of Egypt, came up to fight against Carmel by Euphrates, and Josiah went out against him. But he sent ambassadors to him, saying, "What have I to do with thee, thou king of Judah? I am come not against thee this day, but against the house wherewith I have war. For the power commanded me to make haste. Forbear thee from meddling with the power, for who is with me, that he destroy thee not." Nevertheless, Josiah would not turn his face from him, but disguised himself that he might fight with him, and hearkened not unto the words of Necho from the mouth of the power. Meaning what? God did actually send that heathen, and you have to understand, God will send heathens to deal with other heathens and to deal with heathen affairs. Like God is using Russia and America to start World War I. World War III, I apologize. Okay? He's doing that now. And it's not in our best interest. It's in our best interest to stay out of that. Not get involved, not help Ukraine, do none of it. Right? And came to fight in the valley of Megiddo. I might do, how many minutes is it? 3? Yeah, we got. Yeah, let me get a bit of ginger ale, Bakusha. You can bring it up here. So you don't gotta go back and forth. Okay, I'm gonna do this last one in English, then I'm gonna do the rest in Hebrew. Well, I'm gonna do the last 2 in English. Okay, so this is 23. And the archers shot at King Josiah, and the king said to his servants, "Have me away, for I am sore wounded." Now, I mean, the brother did some cool stuff. He reestablished the Passover and all that, but like, that's like the man's come out, yeah, we about to do this, we about to kick his behind. He gets knocked right in the face. Yo, let's get up out of here. Yeah, nah. Like, you lost all respect, bro. His servants therefore took him out of his chariot and put him in the second chariot that he had, and they brought him to Jerusalem. And he died, and was buried in one of the sepulchres of his fathers. And all Judah and Jerusalem mourned for Josiah. And Jeremiah lamented for Josiah. And all the singing men and the singing women spake of Josiah in their lamentations to this day, and made them an ordinance in Israel. His work, then what he did was so great that to this day, well, before the destruction of our nation, we have songs sung about this man. And behold, they are written in lamentation, in the Lamentations. Now the rest of the acts of Josiah and his goodness, according to that which was written in the law of the power of the Most High, and his deeds, first and last, behold, they are written in the book of kings of Israel and Judah. So possibly they even have a record in the book of Kings of Israel. Just so you know, we do not have access to that. The book of Kings is the kings of Judah. Okay, we do not have access to the kings of Israel. That's horribly mistranslated. Okay. 27. Whoever did that, that's funny. Okay. Then the people of the land took Jehoias, the son of Josiah, and made him king in his father's stead in Jerusalem. Jehoias was 23 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 3 months in Jerusalem. And that's 4. Okay, so now you see his son begins to take power after he dies, and his son is 23. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna do this last 2, and then I'm gonna do the last 2 in Hebrew, and then English. 3. And the king of Egypt put him down at Jerusalem and condemned the land in 100 talents of silver and a talent of gold. And the king of Egypt made Eliakim, his brother, king over Judah and Jerusalem, and turned his name to Jehoiakim. And Necho took Joaz, his brother, and carried him to Egypt. Jehoiakim was 25 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Most High. And this is why you see that Egypt stayed with him, because he was evil. 6. Against him came up Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and bound him in fetters to carry him to Babylon. 7. Nebuchadnezzar also carried of the vessels of the house of the Most High to Babylon, and put them in his temple at Babylon. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoiakim and his abominations, which he did, that which was found in him, behold, they are written in the book of the kings of Israel and Judah. And Jehoiakim his son reigned in his stead. Jehoiakim was 8 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 3 months and 10 days in Jerusalem. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Most High. Okay, now we're going to get in this in
What was the verse? Stop that at 9.
Yeah, 9. Wow, I was supposed to stop at a different verse? 35. 10. Okay, wataka one haiba. Wataka one haiba wada waya imad wa haka hanyam. Hold on. Let me use my phone. Salaki, bear with me one second. We got time. We got good time. Because sometimes it's. This is Second Chronicles 35. The concordance can be a bit, the Tanakh can be a bit confusing, so I'm not even going to go straight to what it is. Hold up. Oh, shucks. I'm in 35. We in 36 now. Salaka, that's my fucking. That's my bad. Okay. 36. Okay, yeah, this is right. Wala tashawab baz hashana shalak hamalak nabawa kad naadzar. That's how you say Nebuchadnezzar. I'll get a better pronunciation of it later, but yeah, that's how you say Nebuchadnezzar. Wayaba'a awa babala ein kalia hamadath bayat Yahweh wayamalak av tazadak yawa ak yawa ayo Yahweh waya Yarwashalam 11 Ban Aisharium Wa'akav Shana Tazadak Yawa Bamalak Wa'akav Aishara Shana Malak Bayarashalam 12 Wa'yaish Harai Ba'ayan Yahweh Allah La Nakanai Malapanya Yarama Yaho Hanabaya Ya Hanabaya Mapaya Yahweh 13 Wagam Bamalak Nabawakad Naatazar Marad Ashar Hashabayai Wa Ba'alahayam Wa Yakwash Iraq Wa Amataza Lababwa Mashawab Al Yahweh Allahaya Yasharala Gam Call Sharia Hakahanyam Waha'ain Harabwa Lama'aiwo Mile Kakal Ta'aibawath Hagawa Gaya Salam Wayata Ma'wa Bayat Yahweh Ashar Hakwada Daya Bayarashalam 15 Waya Shalak Yahweh Allah Abawath Yam Al Yam Bayad Mala'ak Iwa Mala'ibiyam Mala'ak Iwa Hashakam Wa Shalawak Kaya Kamal Ail Anwa Wa'il Ma'ai Wanwa 16 Waya Iwa Mala'ai Yakan Mala'ai Yam Bamalak Iwa Ha'alahayim, Wa Bawazayim, Jabar Yuwa, Wa Mata'ayim, Banabaal Yuwa, I Al Yuwa, Alwa, Kama, Yahweh, Ba'aimwa, I La'ayan, Marapa. Shalom, everyone. 10. And when the year was expired, King Nebuchadnezzar sent and brought him to Babylon with the goodly vessel of the house of the Most High, and made Zedekiah his brother king over Judah and Jerusalem. Zedekiah was 21 years old when he began to reign, and reigned 12 years in Jerusalem. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Most High, his power, and humbled not himself before Jeremiah the prophet, speaking from the mouth of the Most High. And he also rebelled against King Nebuchadnezzar, who made him swear by the power. But he stiffened his neck and hardened his heart from turning unto the Most High power of Israel. Moreover, all the chief of the priests and the people transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen, and polluted the house of the Most High, which he had hallowed in Jerusalem. And the Most High power of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messenger of the Most High, and despised his words, and misused his prophets, until the wrath of the Most High arose against his people, till there was no remedy. Okay, now basically meaning what? This is him talking about how it eventually led to us being put into captivity, right under the hand of the Babylonians, and how that came to be. Because our kings didn't want to listen to the prophets, like today. We're about to end this off in a sec. Oh, under the verse. Okay, come. So 17. Let me get to this quick. Why Al Yaham Av Malak Kashad Yaham Why Harab Bakawara Bakarab Babayah Makwadash Sham Wala Hamalak Kamal Io Bakawar Wabath Wala Zakwan Waya Shash Hakal Nathan Bayad Wakal Kalia Bayad Ha'alahayam Hagadalyam Hakwatanyam Atazar Wath Bayath Yahweh Atazar Wath Hamalak Sharyawa Hakal Habaya Ya Bakal 19 Sharabwa Ath Bayath Ha Alahayam Wa Ya Natazawa Ath Hawamath Yarash Washalam Wakal Araman Wath Yo Sharat Wuf Baash Wakal Kalia Makamadya Laha Shak Wayagal Ha Sha'ar Yath Man Ha Karab Al Bakal Wayahayawa Lawa. We in 20 now, Salakia. Walaban Yawa La'ibad Yum I Malad Malakwath Paras 21. La Mala'ah La Mala'awath Dabar Yahweh Bathya Babaya Yaramai Yahweh I Ratazath Ha Arataza Shabbath Wath Kal Yamya Ha Shama Shabbatha La Mala'awath Shabayim Shana 22. You good? John. Wa Bashanath Akath La Kawarash Malak Paras La Kalawath Debar Yahweh Babaya Yaramaya Ha-Ayar, Yahweh, Av, Rawak, Kawarash, Malak, Paras, Waya-Ibar, Kwawal, Bakal, Malakawath, Wagam, Bama Katab, La Amar. 23. Ka Amar, Kawarash, Malak, Paras, Kal, Mamalakawath, Ha Aratazar, Nathan Laya, Yahweh, Alaya, Hashamyam, Wahawa, Paquad, Alia, Laban Wath, Loa, Bayath, Bayarwashalam, Ashar, Bayahawada, Maya, Makal, I'm Yahweh, Allahayah, I'm Why all right, and in the English as well. 17. Therefore he brought upon them the king of the Chaldees, or the Chaldeans, who slew their young men with the sword in the house of their sanctuary, and had no in the house of their sanctuary, and had no compassion upon young man or maiden, old man, or him that stooped for age. And he gave them all into his hand. And all the vessels of the house of the Most High, great and small, and the treasures of the Most High, of the house of the Most High, and the treasures of the king and of his princes. All these he brought to Babylon, and they burnt the house of the Most High of the power, and brake down the wall of Jerusalem, and burnt all the palaces thereof with fire, and destroyed all the goodly vessels thereof. And them that had escaped from the sword carried he away to Babylon, where they were servants to him and his sons until the reign of the kingdom of Persia. 21. To fulfill the word of the Most High by the mouth of Jeremiah, until the land had enjoyed her Sabbath. For as long as she lay desolate, she kept Sabbath to fulfill 70 years. 22. That's 70 years for them. No. Score is 20 years. So 3 score will be 60 plus 10 is 70. Now, in the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, that the word of the Most High spoke by the mouth of Jeremiah might be accomplished, the Most High stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia, that he made a proclamation throughout all his kingdom, and put it also in writing, saying, 23, Thus saith Cyrus, king of Persia, all the kingdoms of the earth hath the Most High power of heaven given me, and he hath charged me to build him an house in Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Who is there among you of all his people? Let the Most High, his power, be with him, and let him go up. So basically, that is the history of the kings. We've covered Israel's history from basically its inception up till now, and now we've gotten to the fall. We've covered it in certain aspects. We're going to cover it more specifically in Jeremiah, because Jeremiah goes more in depth into it, but that's further on. We got a few more books to get through for that. So now next week we're going to start Ezra 1 and 1. Ezra, the first chapter, is next week, but for now we have to end this off. So yeah. Khan. Shapar, which means horn. Laya Shalom, which means to Israel. Shapar again. Khan. Imagine, which means to stand. Sound will find Hakodam, which means turn face to the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakuska. Tab'ah. Ratzaka. Hayah. Aisha. Barataza. Kowa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Nathanawa. Lakar. Ka. Yuam. Wasalat now. Kawak now. Kasalat now. Kawaki now. Wala'ah. Tabi'ayah now. Banasaya 1. Abah. Hamshan now. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wa'ala. Watapara. Lavalamna. Aman. English. Our Father, in which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Psalms means to turn. We're going to give one courtesy salute. Man of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua Barakatah, Yad Matzah, hands down, dismissed.